The air is thick with mystery as spooky season arrives, peeling back the veil between realms of a journey into the eerie and enchanted. Witches have danced across the silver screen in every form imaginable, from sinister spell slingers to fierce feminist icons, from wicked cacklers to earthy, crystal-wielding healers. Whether they are brewing chaos or balancing the cosmos, one thing's certain: witchcraft on film is always spellbinding. Today we are counting down the top 10 best witch movies of all time. A cauldron mix of chills, thrills, and a dash of drama. You will laugh, gasp, maybe even sleep with the lights on. So light a candle, grab your broomstick, and prepare to meet the most iconic witches ever conjured by cinema. But first, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon.
From evil I will turn to thee, your prince and house shall be. From evil I will turn to thee.
Let's kick off our list at number 10 with The Love Witch from 2016. The movie is like stepping into a dreamy, colorful world straight out of the 1960s. Directed by Anna Biller, it tells the story of Elaine, a beautiful witch who uses love spells to make men fall for her. But things don't go as planned. Her magic leaves chaos behind. With bright visuals and a creepy, fun vibe, The Love Witch mixes romance, horror, and a sharp message about love, power, and fear. It's bold, stylish, and totally unforgettable. A modern cult classic with a vintage twist.
What do men want?
Just a pretty woman to love and to take care of.
Coming in at number 9 is Eve's Bayou from 1997. A powerful story set in the deep, mysterious South. In this film, we follow 10-year-old Eve, played by a young Journey Smollett, as she tries to understand her family and the secrets surrounding her father, played by Samuel L. Jackson. Hurt by his lies and actions, Eve turns to hoodoo magic, seeking help from a local spiritual woman. With a haunting southern feel, Eve's Bayou blends family drama, magic, and mystery into one unforgettable journey of truth, pain, and growing up. It's emotional, beautiful, and deeply powerful.
My wife again, and I will kill you.
At number 8, we have The Witches from 1990, a creepy, fun ride based on Roald Dahl's famous book. Produced by Jim Henson, this movie mixes spooky and silly in the best way. Angelica Houston plays the terrifying Grand High Witch, leader of a group of evil witches hiding among regular people. Their plan? To get rid of all the children in England. But one brave boy and his clever grandmother discover the truth and try to stop them. With wild makeup, dark humor, and a magical story, The Witches is a scary good time for kids and adults alike.
You are in for a treat.
We must stop them.
At number 7, we have got The Craft from 1996, a witchy teen classic that puts spells, school, and sisterhood all in one pot. It follows 4 high school outcasts who discover the power of witchcraft and start using magic to take control of their lives. At first, everything feels exciting and powerful, but soon the darkness creeps in and their bond begins to break. With a mix of friendship, revenge, and supernatural twists, The Craft became a cult favorite and gave witch stories a cool, edgy update. It's stylish, spooky, and perfect for fans of magic with a side of drama. Number 6 on our list is Practical Magic from 1998, a heartwarming mix of family, love, and a little bit of chaos. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman plays 2 sisters who come from a long line of witches. When a spell goes wrong, they accidentally awaken a dark spirit that puts their family in danger. What follows is a magical fight to protect their loved ones and embrace who they really are. At first, the movie didn't get much love, but over time, it became a fan favorite. With laughs, romance, and spooky twists, Practical Magic is pure witchy charm. At number 5, we have Kikis Delivery Service from 1989, a magical story about growing up and finding your own path. Kiki, a young witch, must spend a year living on her own, so she moves to a new town with her cat, Gigi. To support herself, she starts an air delivery service, flying around on her broomstick. Along the way, Kiki faces challenges and learns valuable lessons about self-confidence, friendship, and believing in her own abilities. With beautiful animation and a heartwarming story, Kiki's Delivery Service is a timeless, feel-good movie for all ages.
Things wrong with me. I meet a lot of people, and at first everything seems to be going.
At number 4, we have The Blair Witch Project from 1999. This movie shocked audiences with its terrifyingly real-feeling story. 3 filmmakers head into the woods to research a creepy local legend, but they soon get lost and face mysterious, deadly forces. What's even scarier, the film was mostly improvised, with the actors filming themselves and only getting minimal instructions each day. This raw and realistic approach made the audience question if it was all real, adding to the fear. The Blair Witch Project didn't just scare us, it kicked off the found footage trend in horror, leaving its mark on the genre forever.
Tell me where you are, John!
Coming in at number 3 is Suspiria from 1977, a horror movie like no other. Directed by Dario Argento, the film feels like stepping into a living nightmare. It follows a balanced student who joins a famous town school, only to discover it's run by a secret group of witches. The colors are wild, the music is haunting, and the camera work makes everything feel strange and scary. With shocking deaths and creepy vibes, Suspiria isn't just a horror film. It's a twisted piece of art that grabs your senses and never lets go. It's weird, it's wild, and it's unforgettable. At number 2, it's The Wizard of Oz from way back in 1939. A movie that gave us one of the most unforgettable witches in film history. The Wicked Witch of the West, with her green skin, pointy hat, broomstick and creepy cackle, set the standard for what a witch looks like even today. Halloween costumes still rocking that look. Though the movie is more of a magical adventure than a horror tale, its impact on witch imagery is massive. This classic film may be colorful and musical, but that Wicked Witch left a dark and lasting mark on pop culture. Taking the top spot at number 1 is The Witch from 2015, a slow-burning horror story that creeps under your skin. Set in the 1600s, it follows a family forced to live alone near a dark forest after being kicked out of their village. Their daughter, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, faces fear, blame, and strange happenings as a group of witches starts to close in. With just a small cabin, some woods, and pure tension, this movie shows how scary silence and shadows can be. It's creepy, smart, and leaves you thinking maybe living deliciously isn't just a bad idea after all.
From evil I will turn to thee. Repent and thou shalt be. From evil I will turn to thee.
Witches in movies come in all forms: scary, stylish, strange, and unforgettable. From twisted forests to magical lands, these films show how powerful and creepy witch stories can be. What do you think about our today's list, and which movie is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Cine Wizard for more interesting videos like this. Turn on your notification by pressing the bell icon so you don't miss any of our new video.